What's up YouTube, Dan here and welcome to another episode of my AC Milan career mode, and this is episode 49, so we're one episode away from that big episode 50, so it's currently Saturday, so tomorrow's episode will be tomorrow, and obviously it'll be around the 30-minute mark, so I still need to do the commentary, but I've actually recorded the gameplay and I've edited it down, so the video will be around 25 minutes long. I couldn't make it 30 minutes, but that'll probably be my last episode for maybe a month or two, because what I want to do next is do a player career mode and do my Southampton career mode, and then I will return to my AC Milan, see if I want to, and then I will do that in the future. So that's my future plans in considering FIFA. So into our first game of today's episode. It is a game up against Chievo Verona. I think that's the name of their team. I don't know if it's the name, but anyways, they get an injury there just when Bale was on the attack, just did a nice chop and went past the defender. Really annoyed me then, but I could have gone on to score a goal scoring chance maybe, but we do get it back here, and Luis did actually grab it, but nothing much happened. Moving on a bit further now, we're a bit more into the first half, and we get a free kick here, and Gabby is going to take it, just going to gamble a little bit and take it from a long way out. In the end, I actually picked Gareth Bale. Probably has the best free kicks in the team, but he did come quite close. Maybe a bit more curve would have maybe tested the goalkeeper a little bit. But the other thing I want to talk about is the Europa League, which took place on Thursday. So the first game I want to talk about is the Basel-Tottenham game. So I did actually watch extra time. So it was 2-2. Then they went into extra time, and Tottenham were just so on the back foot. Basel were all over them. Really thought they were going to score, but Dawson and actually Vertonghen got sent off. But Dawson was doing so good in defence. But then Tottenham gave it away on penalties. A miss from, I think it was Huddleston, and then I think a miss from, who was it? I think it was Adebayor. And I just laughed. The only thing I could do was laugh, because he used to be such a good player in my opinion when he was at Arsenal, especially. Was okay at Manchester City, but he just is a bit slow now. He's not very agile as well. And I just remember the days when he used to score quite a lot of goals, but now he doesn't score many. And they really did miss Defoe and Bale, which are their two best players going attackive. So we actually won that game. Probably going to be an easy win there against Verona. I think their first name is H, but I got the teams mixed up. There's two Veronas in my league. But as I said, this is probably going to be my last season as AC Milan manager. But now we are moving on into the transfer window. So I've talked a lot about this. And I've talked about a lot of players that I want to replace and a lot of players I want to sell and buy. So I get a message here from Flamini, and I know I've not been playing him much, but he's decided to stay. He does have really high morale, so kind of expecting that. So I just removed Kelvin from the transfer shortlist because I thought he was going to grow a lot, but he's only 74 and still at Chelsea, and that's what Chelsea can do to you. And Varane had a really good night against Galatasaray, especially in the first leg. But I'm not really setting my eyes out on him. Probably going to go for Nastasic or Hummels, as this is going to be my last season. But you're going to see in episode 50 that I do make a lot of offers for a lot of players. So we're just going through the short list. A couple of players I'd like to talk about. So we got Cesc Fabregas, does get to a potential around about the 88 mark. Also got Witsel, who you've been saying gets to around the 90 mark. I know in MGH's career mode he gets to around the 89, 90 mark. So my thing of bringing him in, but as I said, this is probably going to be my last transfer window, so I don't know if I'm going to spend too much money. Also going to have a look at Welbeck as well. You might be thinking, why have I got Welbeck? But in my first season I was looking at players to loan out, and I thought Welbeck would join because they do have Van Persie, they do have Rooney, but Welbeck doesn't get too much game time, and the same story in real life. So I made an offer for Hummels, 87 rated, and is going to get to around the 89 mark, only 26 years old. And I replaced him for my old Mexes. He's not really playing too much. He's 32 years old, so he's on the decline, and he's rated something like 77 now, but didn't think they were going to accept that. Early offered around the 12 million mark, considering the deal included Mexes. Also made an offer for Nastasic, similarly priced to the Hummels deal, and again I offered another player because I don't really have enough money to be spending. I only have 6.5 million because in the last transfer window I actually bought Bale, Neymar, and that was really my main transfer window, but hopefully going to sell a couple of players, but you will see in episode 50 if I do accept the players that I've been interested in. So 5.5 million plus Kurt Zouma, because Kurt Zouma is around the same age as Nastasic, but Nastasic has got a better potential, so maybe that'll be a good idea as my second centre-back, or my centre-back that can just come on when my player's injured or is just low on fitness. So I was looking at players I could sell if I do get rid of Hummels, or do buy Hummels, get rid of Hummels, but yeah, buy Hummels. So again I went for Kurt Zouma, so that's around 7 million plus 5.5 million, so that adds up to around the 12.5 million mark, which I thought was a really good offer in my opinion. So I had another look at Nastasic. Again, he rejected. The same story with Hummels, so clearly I was looking at a new centre-back, but I'll just confirm that I do buy a new centre-back by the end of the transfer window. But as I've said, that will be in the next episode, and it's a really long episode, by the way, and you will see how I do against India in my first match as Brazil manager, and you're going to see how many goals that game turns out. So into our next game of the episode, and is a game up against Bologna. So they do have a couple of good players, notably the striker number 10. I don't know how to say his name. I'm not even going to try it, but he does normally score a lot of goals, and they are doing quite well in this table. So we are currently top of the table. I'm going to say that I'm only going to play the games like Inter Milan and Juventus, and I'm going to play the Champions Cup games. Obviously, I'll play the games like Napoli as well, but not too many games. The bottom teams, the bottom half of the team. So Carmona, with a great chance there, maybe Bale would have scored that, but he didn't manage to score that. So really not impressed with Carmona, and I really thought he should have scored that, but they do have a nice move here. And the Aqua Fresca guy, I finally said his name, but he has a shot there, but it's saved by Lloris, but it comes out, and someone, I don't know who that was, but had a shot. But Gimenez on the ball again, up to Aqua Fresca, I don't know how to say his name actually, but he has a shot, it hits the post, but great reflexes by Lloris to just put out his hands and save the ball there. So in the 45th minute, into the second half now, 47th minute, Bale is on the ball, so I haven't skipped up much, and by the way, I'm playing around 4 minutes, and that's my tip for you. If you're going to do a career mode series on Ultimate Team, not Ultimate Team, but on YouTube, just make it 4 minutes and a half. It'll make it much easier for you to record, because each game only lasts around 10 minutes, but I am going to make a video in the future around, maybe in about a month or so, maybe a couple of weeks, but definitely in the next month or so, I will be making a video on how to get your first 50 subs. But that's about it for this episode. Next episode will be the big episode 50. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.